It's obvious that something is wrong with sister wives since 6-year-old Cody Brown isn't fixated on a divorce that has nothing to do with him. Cody, you were the captain. Leaving everyone else to sink or swim, you led the ship straight into the rocks and then bailed with Robyn, your first mate. You're now upset that the other wives have managed to survive without you. Even worse, you believe they wouldn't go under without Cody. You destroyed the ship, leaving everyone else behind. Now, you and Robyn are alone on the shore, watching the others leave in ships they built themselves. Decide for yourself, guy. Do you regret it completely, or are you disappointed that it didn't work? And perhaps that should have taught you something before you married Mary without love if a divorce truly affected you deeply when you were 6. I'm ashamed of you. You seem to be rewriting history here, Cody. The brand new $2 million home. That's the last straw indeed. This is the last time I will be attending the circus. Really? It's so frustrating that this jerk continues to profit from the show while acquiring bigger and better things. And now that the house isn't a trust, it's obvious that Robyn's children will receive everything, which is fantastic for them, I suppose, while the other children can just observe their father's opulent estate from a distance. Let's discuss Mary. Even though she has her B&B, people continue to purchase enough Lulero to support her. Who would have thought that expensive leggings could achieve such success? Hey, hello everybody. Welcome back to my channel TLC Flicks. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Oh, and Chanel is starting a business with Maddie in North Carolina after purchasing 150 acres. To be honest, I wouldn't be shocked if their Tata Farms t-shirt sold more than anything NSOC could ever muster. Then there's Christine, who got away with it. She is currently dating a man who owns a profitable business, and the two of them possess an urban mold. Cody appears to have been left behind as they all seemingly leveled up. I keep thinking that this property purchase is just Cody's small-minded attempt to outdo everyone else. That's him in his prime. The worst part is that the original 3 will still have steady jobs when this program eventually ends. How about Robyn and Cody? Will they be able to find legitimate occupations that pay enough to buy a lot of pointless stuff for that large house? Since Cody and Robyn's reality show paycheck is running out, it's obvious that most people are tired of seeing him emotionally and verbally abuse his family while creating his own dramatic events for the cameras. This home is a tribute to careless spending. It won't be much to divide the equity 17 ways unless the house is paid off. I suppose that's one of the pleasures of having so many children. And let's not even discuss how absurd it will be to power, heat, and cool such a huge area. Given that the show's future is still unclear, do they truly believe this to be a wise long-term investment? There was a great aunt of mine who had some investments but no children. She may have once owned the town's JCPenney building. Oddly enough, the nursing facility spent nearly all of her money just before she died at age 96. The remaining inheritance was divided 15 ways, and I believe I received a staggering $126. Good luck with that, Cody. Everyone is furious over the new house, but nobody seems to care about Garrison's predicament. To be honest, I'm surprised by how many comments I've seen lately saying that this is a final straw. They'll quit watching because of that. However, I got down and cast a frantic vote after I brought up the same point following Garrison's passing. Really, the house was the final straw, but Cody calling his children idiots and a family member committing suicide mentioned in a note didn't even register. What type of values are we dealing with here? I can't stop laughing at all of the comments, inquiring as to how they can afford this new home. Newsflash, we purchased that home for them. Every week, we tune in and analyze every single detail right here. That's how they can afford a huge house, while Janelle is off developing a crazy flower farm or whatever, and Christine can afford 2 properties. We seem to be supporting their aspirations for reality shows. Robyn Brown, the star of Sister Wives, outwitted everyone by playing the long game. For financial advantage, rather than out of love, she has cut Cody off from his family. She has made sure that only her children inherit the majority of the TLC money and assets that have been transferred to Cody and Robyn. It also serves her interests that Cody is not close to his other children, keeping them out of his will. Silver 5 doesn't have to divide their assets 17 ways. And to be honest, Robyn must be surprised at how much the original 3 endured during the years that she and Cody took advantage of them financially because it was that simple. For example, in order to safeguard Robyn's assets, Cody told Janelle that he couldn't include her in his and Robyn's mortgage. What transpired was that Mary and Janelle agreed to it, simply signed over the money, with no security or contract. The fact that they truly trusted Kody must have astounded Robyn. It's hard to watch Kody and Robyn avoid responsibility week after week, and she would never be that naive. The pick-me-girl persona is personified by Robyn, but it's deliberate in her instance. Despite the obvious evidence of her financial trickery on film, she plays the innocent, and Kody only gets worse with his grandstanding and gaslighting. The drama on reality TV has always appealed to me since it doesn't touch too close to heart, but it's gone too far to watch Kody and his pick-me bride publicly take advantage of his ex-partners, publicly humiliate them, and ignore their children without showing any remorse. Now they've moved into a $2 million mansion. With every episode, we'll see Robyn's collection of flashy jewelry expand, and Kody is showing off a brand new Mercedes. The fact that there is never a genuine sit-down with Christine, Janelle, and Mary to confront them with a direct interviewer in the room is annoying. I'm not sure how much longer I can watch Sister Wives star Kody Brown's recent assertion that it's difficult for grandparents to be active with their grandchildren, particularly if the parents moved across the nation, without that reckoning. Please pardon me, sir. Maddie and Kayla purchased a home in Las Vegas a block from you after the birth of their child in order to be near you, Janelle, and consequently the entire family. What did you do, too? To begin a new life with Robyn, you packed up your family and relocated to Arizona. Let's face it, Kody, nobody is buying the justifications you're using these days. You've earned their disdain, and despite living far away, Janelle and Christine were able to stay involved in their grandchildren's lives. Kody personally visited North Carolina at least once. Therefore, he is well aware that if he so desired, he could put forth the effort. Additionally, he acknowledged that he is concerned that Maddie and Caleb may entice other siblings to North Carolina. He was worried about Isabel relocating there at first, and now he's worried about Kelty and possibly Janelle moving there with Savannah. Sister Wives star Janelle has a fiery side, which is why a father feels so publicly terrified by his children's desire to be together. I can tell when someone is comfortable with it versus when it's a rare eruption from a novice, so I knew it was excellent for her that "forget you" slid off her tongue too readily to be a rare outburst. I also occasionally let it fly. Janelle is authentic. To be honest, her ratings would have skyrocketed if they had revealed this side of her. When she finally reprimanded Kody, I know I wasn't the only one who cheered. She is entitled to express herself fully. If I had to deal with him every day, I'd be hard-pressed to avoid saying something like that. It's intriguing to consider what might have happened when Mary and Janelle got into a fight. Janelle most likely held things in until she reached her breaking point, but Mary has always been straightforward. The drama was further intensified when the two women suddenly found themselves in a state of perpetual tension as they vied for Kody's attention. The one thing that saved them was the program, which allowed them to eventually break away financially. They are far more fortunate than most people who find themselves in similar situations. If the episode airs tonight, the typical flashback slivers. We're going to watch a montage of family images that we've all seen 1,000 times, I think. I would first wager on the wedding picture of Kody and Christine. If she's looking at wedding venues, it's almost a given. Naturally, the iconic Kody and Mary, J.C. Penney-style wedding photo with them looking off in separate directions will also likely reappear as they make jokes about their divorce. In addition, get ready for the notorious red and blue Flagstaff family photo shoot including Mike Kelty's Ronald McDonald hair, the overly produced flashbacks of the commitment ceremony, and the Kody and Janelle cake-cutting moment. Without the countless shots of Robyn's wedding and reception. Especially with her, that day wasn't about me lying for bonus points. Janelle and Kody slicing cake, Mary in full bridal glam, Christine's puff-sleeved wedding dress, and maybe even a clip of the family's mosh pit at Robyn's reception. The episode wouldn't be complete. The disparity between Chateau Shira and the world the OG3 grew up in is astounding. And I fully expect half of the episode to be focused on coming up, along with the usual never-ending lineup of recycled flashbacks. What pain and resentment must they be experiencing? These children had very little growing up. The luxuries that most teenagers dream of, real vacations, birthday parties with friends, sweet 16s, the hope of a first automobile, assistance with college, and support for wedding expenses, were practically raised by them, me-downs crammed into shared places and raised on hand. Since not everyone has those things, it must be painful to miss out on them because your parents stretch their resources in this way. Now that most of them are grown and living on their own, they watch Dad live the good life with his new family, enjoying luxuries they never had. They missed out on all of it, not because life was difficult, but rather because their parents made decisions that left them passing around a broken golf pencil instead of enjoying a little comfort. While Robyn's children are probably eating organic, free-range, farm fresh, and everything else, these kids grew raised on blocks of processed cheese and ramen. However, the OG3 has something that money cannot purchase: their mother's unwavering love, a strong sense of family and belonging, and unending support. They also have something genuinely valuable in common. I'm presently watching Sister Wives, and in episode 6 of season 13, I just saw one of the most heartbreaking sequences that was played for laughs. The roads are slick, and Mary is anxious as she and Cody drive to look at properties in Flagstaff. "Maybe you could just hold my hand through it," she suggests. "Oh, would that make you feel safe?" Cody asks. "I need both hands on the wheel to keep her safe," he says with a laugh. Cody simply laughs harder and tells Mary to stop being a victim after she jokes, "Yeah, anything to avoid holding my hand. It's really repulsive. Get out of a relationship if you're being treated this way." I cringed as I experienced severe flashbacks to my previous relationship. In the most recent episode, Cody made fun of Christine for saying she doesn't see him enough, and she visibly recoiled. Season 13 has been a complete nightmare. When he and Robyn were choosing her wedding gown in season 1, he began acting cruelly. He instructed her to keep it a secret from the other wives, allowing her to seem as though she was a friend to them at the dress store while utterly ignoring their emotions. Then, with little regard for the impact on others, he spilled it on the couch while laughing as if it were the most hilarious thing ever. Their dejected expressions make it obvious that Cody has always been a vicious individual who just thinks about himself. I continue to believe that he brought each wife to Flagstaff in order to influence them to support his idea. He pretended that it was a romantic retreat and promised a new beginning, but in reality, he was simply playing mind games. He has been quite manipulative, but he is too naive to realize that Robyn is influencing him in return while he is using his charm on the original wives. This is particularly true for Mary and Christine, who were both having difficulties with Cody at the time. While Christine was fighting jealousy to sit there and then say Mary was coping with her catfishing problem, while Janelle appeared to be doing well in Las Vegas. It's absurd that you've never loved them at all. He must either recognize that he loved them, or confess that he never loved them and was only playing tricks on them. Playing these games while denying the substance of those relationships is absurd. For those who are curious, the name Whitestone Trust has special meaning for Cody and Robyn. Here is some background information. A black or white stone would be placed into a bowl or urn in certain cultures for trial judges to vote on a verdict. A white stone denoted innocence. If the accused received more white stones than black, they were acquitted. A black stone denoted a guilty decision. As a result, the white stone came to represent being found not guilty. Their sense of cleverness is almost comical. I can absolutely see Sister Wives, Robyn, Cody, Brown, and the celebrity entering into the horse game with this moniker. They had been researching because they are shown riding a horse together in the first promo for the season, and the listing for their new Eco Manor states that it is appropriate for horse rearing. Additionally, horse paths are the sole community feature that is recognized. They both wear jewelry with horse themes, demonstrating their genuine affection for them. Let's face it, if you're getting into horses, you really need a specialized horse trailer for transportation. Janelle even said that Cody has been spending an absurd amount of money on trailers. Horses might be an investment for Cody. He has this strange fixation on breeding and bloodlines. For example, stud fees for a Triple Crown winner can reach $200,000, and if a stallion has the correct mares, he can breed 100 to 200 mares annually and make a good profit from the foals based on their bloodlines. In addition, there have been indications that Cody may be dabbling in gambling. It's also important to remember that many traditional gamblers began their careers at the horse track. If my memory serves me correctly, one of Robyn's children, perhaps Bri or Aurora, mentioned wanting horses at one point, but changed their mind after considering getting a dog. Nevertheless, it seems disgusting to use horses for breeding. Although it's not the same as puppy mills, it feels similar. I have the unshakable impression that Cody and Robyn would act in this manner. Overall, they can be rather vicious in their aims. Cody isn't likely aiming for a posh Triple Crown breeding enterprise. Something smaller in scope, perhaps even a little shady, seems more likely. What are your thoughts? I'd be pleased to add any more predictions you may have. The question is, can reality stars Kody and Robyn truly afford 2 payments if they purchase a new home while still having the McMansion mortgage? They are obviously making a lot of money, but can they manage their spending patterns and a mortgage bill of about $30,000 a month? Although it seems a little unrealistic, Sarah Fraser of the Sarah Fraser program has been stating for some time that she thinks they are this affluent. Kody appears to be doing better financially, which may be explained by the fact that his contract with TLC must be far larger than the wives'. But given how much he and Robyn adore their garish jewelry and repulsive artwork, it's difficult to imagine that he preserved any of the money he had while earning those 3 extra paychecks. As far as we can tell, Kody only appears to help out at Robyn's residence. Additionally, he probably has some of the original 3's money. When you combine Kody and Robyn, they probably earn twice as much as the original wives did. However, if anyone is earning more than the others, it's certainly Christine, who has been very successful since leaving him. However, the spouses do not parade off their wealth as Kody and Robyn do, and they also appear to be more focused on their post-show lives than Kody and Robyn, who appear to be less concerned with long-term planning, particularly when it comes to leaving something for their children. Yes, the bank believes Kody and Robyn can afford their mortgage because they must have qualified for it. Why this group appears to believe they are not wealthy is beyond me. What are your thoughts? Do they actually have as much money as they appear to have? Or is it just a bunch of nonsense? If you are looking for more Sister Wives gossip, come back to TLC Flicks for all your updates. Bye guys.